got this shit here. So we got like subscribe button, we got an subscribe button and the twist. I'm gonna share this motherfucker here. Let's go with John only, bro. That sounds like shit here. I like the word John, man. Yeah, why not? And now say let's go with the joins, and I'm gonna change something here. Let's say first. It's too big for it. Where's this verb join button? I need to change this motherfucker shit here, bro. This is twist. This is practice button. I'm not gonna change this motherfucker practice. Join button. Yeah, bro. Let's go. This is John button, bro. That shit. John button. Alright, let's go. Sale. And we need to change the color here. Is we got like something here is different color. We're gonna go with blue. I think this one is perfect. Oh, it's the fucking, oh shit, I'm wrong. Yeah. Oh shit. This is the color of the border. I'm not gonna change the color border. I'm gonna change the tag color, bro. My bad. All right. Controls, yes. And we need the same button here. Let's go to this storage motherfucker damn shit here. Yeah, width, way, and the border. Where's it? Height. I change shit. I mean, why not change something stupid here? Let's think about it. Width. How about 50 pixel? It's too fucking small. 70 pixel. Yes, that's perfect. And we got the borders already. I want to change the borders to the same this way, so we don't need the border motherfucker damn shit here. Go with one only. This is perfect. 2. Yes, that's perfect. We need to change this color here, and we're gonna need a matching width. I think 1 is too much, 2 is too much. Let's go with 1. That's perfect. And we change the width and also the color here. Gonna show this here and here. Yes, let's go, baby. That's the same size right now. Let's listen to him.
So the active pseudo class activates when we click on the element.
Oh my gosh, first time studying.
So when we click on the button, we can set the background dash color to blue. Let's save this and refresh. Now when we hover over, we're gonna apply these styles. So the background color is gonna be green. And then when we click, we're going to apply the active styles.
Oh my gosh, he got a light fucking background color here. Is a hover. I need a hover as well. Gonna get it here like, how about white? I like color white ever. And this is background color. Wait, something missing here? Yes. Yes, let's go. And now we got a white color. Oh my goodness. We need it's too fast. Yes, you know, it's too fast. I need to get that, which is button sub. Yes, this is button subscriber, and we gonna give it active, right? Active, gonna close it. I'm gonna give it like wait, active. I need to give background color also. Go with black. Fine. What does it look like? Oh my god, it's fiber. I can change with red. Control S. Yes, here we go. Let's go, babe. Oh, well, this the active is not. It's not sound like a working. I don't know what is this called, but the stuff that's called like let's keep moving.
And then the background color is going to be blue. So let's look at our design and see what kind of hover styles we have. Let's refresh. So when we hover over our subscribe button, it seems to turn a little bit more light. And if we click it, it becomes even lighter. So the way to make our button lighter is using a new property that I'm going to introduce. So let's get rid of these for now. Let's save and refresh. So we got rid of those pseudo class styles. We're going to set a CSS property called opacity. So opacity tells us how see-through an HTML element is. It takes a value between 0 and 1. A value of 1 means that this element is completely normal. So if we save this and refresh, you can see that if we hover over it, it's completely normal. And as we decrease the opacity, let's decrease it to 0.7, the elements start to fade. So if we decrease it even more to 0.3, refresh, now it's even more faded. So the opacity is used to fade out an element. If we go from 1 to 0, the element's going to fade out. So if we set it to 0, and refresh, now it's basically completely transparent and see-through. If the opacity goes from 0 to 1, that means the element's going to start to fade in. So that's how opacity works. For now, if we hover over it, let's set the opacity to maybe 0.8. So it's going to be a little bit see-through, but not totally see-through. So let's refresh and hover over it. Okay, let's look at our design. So that looks pretty close to what we have. Next, let's set the active styles. So in our design, if we click on this, it gets even lighter. So we're going to set an even lower opacity to make our button fade out even more when we click on it. Let's set it to something like 0.4 or 0.5, let's say. Save it and refresh. Now when we hover over it, now when we click, the button gets lighter. And we can compare that to our design.
Thank you, bro. I see this is like we need to use opacity. We don't have the background dumb shit here. It's the opacity, and it's something like god damn, bro. Oh shit. Opacity, and it has like 0.5 second. Control S. I will try it. Oh, all right. What about this opacity? I'm gonna give it like 0.8. Let's do my zero here. Control S. Oh, sorry. So what does it mean, bro? I just don't get it. So we don't need fucking background color here. Get yours. Oh shit. Control S. It sounds like that's not working. It's not working, bro. Bro, it's still not working.
And that looks pretty good to me.
No, it's not working for me. Oh no. Buttons up. I don't know. It's not working or what? It's John buttons up here. Oh, it's work. It actually work. So then get the dark here. I can go with let's change with the John button here. Yep. Gonna get class John bottom. Yeah, let me think about it. So it's the Sean button here, but I want to do something special. This is saving shit. How to zoom in bigger, bro? I want to see bigger. No. What I should do, bro? This opacity sound like it's not working. Yeah, that sound like not. John here. There's a glitch. Oh, this shit. Yes, that's work.
Now we're going to work on the hover styles for our join button. So if we look at our design, the colors for this join button sort of inverts. So the background color and the text color, they reverse. So to do that, we're going to go into our code. And again, we're going to target the join button with a dot, join button. And we're going to add a pseudo class called :hover. And now all the styles inside here will apply when we hover over this button. So when we hover over it, we want to invert the colors. So we want to set the background dash color to our text color, which is this. Copy and paste. And we also want to set the text color to our background color. So we're going to switch them up. Let's copy, paste here. Save it and refresh. And now when we hover over our join button, that looks pretty good.
Sorry.
The next thing is when we click the join button, you'll notice that it also fades out. So we're going to add an active pseudo class to this button as well. So target the join button class and add a pseudo class called active. So these styles will activate when we click this element. So let's set the opacity to maybe 0.7 maybe. Save it, refresh, click it, okay. So I think that looks close enough. So 0.7 looks pretty good. So that is how we set hover styles and other pseudo classes with our CSS code. Next, we're going to learn how to transition smoothly between these two styles. So for example, if we go back into our project and we hover over this button, you'll notice that the background color and the text color change smoothly. But for our colors, it changes almost instantly. So how do we make this transition? So to do that, we're going to scroll up to our subscribe button first. We're going to add a property called transition. So transition property takes two values. The first one is what we want to transition. So in our case, we want to transition the opacity smoothly. So we want to smoothly fade out the button when we hover over it instead of instantaneously. So let's transition the opacity. And the second value is how long this transition will take. For example, let's set it to 1s, which is 1 second. End it with a semicolon and save. Let's go back and refresh. And now when we hover over our button, you'll notice that the opacity changes smoothly. Now it might be a little bit hard to see, so let's change this to 0.1 to show you the effect. Refresh. So now you can see that the opacity is changing smoothly over 1 second. So this is how you transition between different styles when you're hovering over them. Now let's set it back to 0.8, and we're going to change 1 second because it's a little bit too long. So usually a good transition duration is something like 0.15 seconds.
Oh shit, bro.
So it's pretty fast, but it's not too fast and it's not too slow. Let's go to our webpage and refresh. Now when we hover over it, we get a nice smooth transition.
Yes.
It might be a little bit hard to tell, but we do get a nice smooth transition instead of what we had before, which transitioned immediately. Let's work on the join button now. So this one is a lot easier to see the difference. Let's scroll down to the join button. And again, we're going to add a transition. So we're going to add transition, and we're going to give it two values: what we want to transition and how long. First, let's transition the background-color, and how long we're going to transition for 1 second as an example. Let's save our file and refresh. Now when we hover over the join button, the background color changes smoothly over one.
Let's establish first. We want a smooth button here. We already have this. We don't have this shift, so we're gonna give the hover and opacity here. Yes, sir. So we'll go with that, and we're gonna go with join. Join. Put don't. Oh, yeah, we need to put hover here. Do that one shit here, bro. It's too much. Yeah, what the fuck? This is the, we can go with the hover, right? Yeah. This is the hover. Alright. Shit. Yep. So we're gonna give it opacity. No score, but it's not in the car. It's gonna go with 0.8. Now, so we need one thing is dot. We're gonna go with join to button, but this time it's active. Yes. Yeah, because we are active, we're gonna give it opacity. It's gonna be 0.5. Let's save. Here we go. We need a background motherfucker damn shit here. So for the join button, we need the background. Background. Oh no, blue. We're gonna give blue. Sir, across the ship. It's too much. Too much. Alright. It's not gonna work. Gonna cut this shit here. We're gonna get it here. It's in the hover. Yes, it is fucking in the hover. Nah, bro, it's not that shit. Yes, that's right. But as we cannot see the color of the tag, so I'm gonna give the white. Yes, the white we cannot still see, so we're gonna give black. Alright, it's perfect. That's perfect. Alright, that's too perfect. So this is the hover. The hover when the join is good with the hovers. And this is the opacity. And the same for the sub button here. Already has the hover here. You can see it has the hover in name, but no color. So we're gonna give background color. Alright. Shit. No, not this color. I'm gonna go with about the same. Yeah. Yeah. Blue. Save. Yep. So this is the sub button, bro. This is the fucking damn chat button. I don't need color. Here, yes. And he already has this here. Yep. Maybe shit over here. And this it out here. And now we need tweet. Alright, change tweet. Need like tweet dash button. Gotta go with the hover first. And we need a background color. Yep. Background color and no. For the background color, I want it to be, how about the same blue, but there's different style. Yes, blue. And change the color here. Color with this not too much sharp, but too much dirty. Just like this. Alright, Control S. Let me see. Here we go. That's kind of cool. This is something I need to be cursors. Yes. We're gonna go with the pointer, so we might look better. Alright. Yes, this is the pointer. And after that we need the pocket damn sheet here. I'm gonna go with tweet. We needed the damn like one click. Yeah, the damn click there. I'm gonna go with yes button. This is active. As for the active, or is it look not? It looks shit here. Yep. So for the active, I'm gonna give also the background color. No, I don't need it. I need just a opacity, and I'm gonna go to 0.5. 0.5. Fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna go to 0.5 and controls. Now click. Yeah. When you click, this is how it look. So what if I put background color on it? Alright, what if I put background color? So I'm gonna go with black. Alright, Control S. Oh, nice. So if I go with red, Control S. Oh, nice. That kind of better, look better, right? Yeah, this is the white, and there is nothing changed here. Okay, so if I want to change something stupid, I mean, if I want to change, what if I want to change what this here is? Yep, I think that's enough. This one looks better. This is actually look better, right? So go with 100. Alright, it's perfect size. Yep, it's actually look better from the join button here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the background color and everything here. This here, okay. So this is a join button. I'm gonna give it a background color. Alright, so for the background color, no. Let's go with how about green? Sound cool, right? Control S, and when you click on it, this is how it looks. It's not perfect. The green is not that bad, but it kind of looks shit. Alright, this way. Yes, that's perfect, but something is missing. Something is fucking missing here. It's not perfect. Yeah, you're right. Let's change something new. How about this or this one? Control S. Yeah, this is look cool. Nice. And yeah, that's perfect. Let's continue our video. How does it look?
1 second. But you'll notice that the text color changes immediately. whereas the text color here also kind of transitions.
Stop scrolling if you are preparing for the FRCR to be exam. This might be the most important video.
So to make the text color transition as well,
wait, I'm waiting for the fucking game, bro. It's still not released. Oh my god, damn shit. So this communicate discussion. I just want to know how many hours it is just now. Pre-register reward free game culture PvP novelty. What is this? Oh my god, damn shit here. In short, it's not that bad, but this is not available right now, bro. How many hours term? Oh shit, here. Gonna see how many hours left. It's how many hours gonna be left? Folder, storage. Where's the wine? I don't think it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Here it's not gonna work. Optional. So I don't see. Oh my god, library. This is where the wine meet. Release on actually taste what's the real? What do you mean taste, bro? Communication, storage. Check this shit. Here we go. It's another hours. Oh my god, it's 9 hours left. This is actually 9 hours. God damn, bro, 9 hours. I'll see a trailer here.
Where Winds Meet is a very unique game.
Yeah, the animations are really good.
So this is a game that sort of combines multiple genres into one in a rather interesting way.
Interesting and beautiful open world.
How big the city is and how much detail is packed in.
전체적으로 AAA급 오픈월드 게임에 필적하는 높은 퀄리티를 확인할 수 있었는데요.
早速動いてるすごいすごいすごい。
你想怎么走，做什么事，完全由你决定。
我玩呢啲武俠 game 咧，我就會覺得好 relax。
Where Winds Meet surprised me by the amount of depth in its systems and content.
Hey,
Hey everyone, I'm Eric from Everstone Studio. Welcome to our global launch preview today. We've got something special. One of our beta players is joining us to explore the world of Where Winds Meet together.
Hello everyone, I'm the Lazy Peon, a gaming content creator, and I'll be your guide to this world for this sneak peek. Today I'll be grilling the devs on the development progress of the game.
I still remember our first trainer Riverback at Gamescom 2022 in Cologne. That's when we showed the first look of this incredible world. And now, after 3 years of development and feedback from our amazing beta players, we are officially launching worldwide on November 40th.
As a Where Winds Meet beta tester about to embark on this journey, I already can't wait. Today, let's take a quick look with the dev team at what is at launch.
Where Winds Meet is an open-world action game. You will step into an epic world that's so much more than just kung fu battles.
That's right, and as a huge fan of open-world games, Where Winds Meet is completely different from any open-world game we've seen so far. So what kind of world are we stepping into exactly? Let's have the devs open the gates and find out. When I enter the world of Where Winds Meet, what can I do?
What I love most is that it truly feels like living inside history. Where Winds Meet is set during China's 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms period, a turbulent era bridging 2 golden dynasties in Chinese history, the Tang and the Song dynasties. This chaotic age gives rise to incredibly diverse cultures and legends, intertwined to create this living open world. Beyond the main story, the world is filled with tons of set content. The cool part is that the choices we make in some of these stories can actually ripple through the world and even change how certain stories end. It's that timeless dream, just you, your horse, and your curiosity, stepping out into this vast, unpredictable world. You go on adventures, become a wuxia hero, and get into trouble sometimes, and ultimately, you get to write your own legend.
For me, being a wuxia hero is all about freedom and exhilarating combat. Where Winds Meet offers a rich variety of combat styles, featuring both traditional Chinese weapons such as the sword, dual blades, spear, mo blade, and rope dart, alongside more artistic weapons inspired by classic martial arts novels like the umbrella and the fan. Each weapon has its own distinct rhythm. The mo blade can mow down enemies with its healthiness and sheer force. The dual blades are light and nimble, great for both offense and defense. And the umbrella is elegantly effortless, as deadly as it is stealthy. These classic weapons combined with 12 distinct martial arts sets and 23 different mystic arts, such as Leaping Child and Lion Roar, allow everyone to create their own unique combat style. For the animations, we teamed up with Mr. Stephen Tang Wai, a 4-time Hong Kong Film Award winner for Best Action Choreography. We've incorporated tons of film-grade motion capture to recreate aesthetic and traditional martial arts moves. Also, you can enjoy the most exhilarating combat experience as you wander the world. You Kung Fu masters out there have a lot to look forward to too. There are lots of bosses and enemies with different fighting styles across dozens of campings and regions. Even when you are just exploring a quiet valley or wandering into a misty forest, you might stumble into an epic showdown with a world boss.
If I had to sum up our game in one word, it would be freedom. It feels just like a real world, only better. With martial arts, you are capable of so much more. When you need some fish, you can just grab a rope, or for a little bit of fun, just perform Tai Chi in the water. There you go, a fish bomb. Need a quest item from an NPC, your options are quite open. Ask around for clues.
much. Let's keep learning.
We need to add another property to transition. So we can actually transition multiple properties. We just have to separate it with a comma. So if we have a comma here, we can add another property to transition. This time I'm going to transition the color, and we're also going to give it a duration, which is 1 second. So how long it takes to transition this property. Save it and refresh. Now when we hover over this button, it will transition both background color and the color smoothly over 1 second. What we want to transition, which transition immediately. So now you can.
That's the way.
So that is how we set hover styles and other pseudo classes with our CSS code. Next, we're going to learn how to transition smoothly between these two styles. So for example, if we go back into our project and we hover over this button, you'll notice that the background color and the text color change smoothly. But for our colors, it changes almost instantly. So how do we make this transition? So to do that, we're going to scroll up to our subscribe button first. We're going to add a property called transition. So transition property takes two values. The first one is what we want to transition. So in our case, we want to transition the opacity smoothly. So we want to smoothly fade out the button when we hover over it instead of instantaneously. So let's transition the opacity. And the second value is how long this transition will take. For example, let's set it to 1s, which is 1 second. End it with a semicolon and save. Let's go back and refresh. And now when we hover over our button, you'll notice that the opacity changes smoothly.
Nice.
Now it might be a little bit hard to see, so let's change this to 0.1 to show you the effect. Refresh. So now you can see that the opacity is changing smoothly over 1 second. So this is how you transition between different styles when you're hovering over them. Now let's set it back to 0.8. And we're going to change 1 second because it's a little bit too long. So usually a good transition duration is something like 0.15 seconds. So it's pretty fast, but it's not too fast and it's not too slow. Let's go to our webpage and refresh. Now when we hover over it, we get a nice smooth transition. It might be a little bit hard to tell, but we do get a nice smooth transition instead of what we had before, which transitioned immediately. Let's work on the join button now. So this one is a lot easier to see the difference. Let's scroll down to the join button. And again, we're going to add a transition. So we're going to add transition, and we're going to give it two values, what we want to transition and how long. First, let's transition the background dash color, and how long we're going to transition for 1 second as an example. Let's save our file and refresh. Now when we hover over the join button, the background color changes smoothly over 1 second. But you'll notice that the text color changes immediately, whereas the text color here also kind of transitions. So to make the text color transition as well, we need to add another property to transition.
What? I didn't even see that.
Hover. First, let's transition the background dash color, and how long we're going to transition for 1 second as an example. Let's save our file and refresh. Now when we hover over the join button, the background color changes smoothly over 1 second. But you'll notice that the text color changes immediately.
Oh my god, so we're gonna change shit here, bro. Transition, and we need to support the background color. Not opacity. Background. Alright, so let's go with this. About 1 minute. 5 seconds. Change the background color, transition, background color. What else? Is it working or not? I don't think it's working. Oh my god. So this is not working. Transition. Yes. Background color 1S. This is work. One second is not. One point five. Oh, that's cool. So I might stop streaming right now. This story.